The story of A Bay of Blood begins with silence. The wind moves through the trees and the water glistens under the sun. A remote bay, cut off from the world, appears calm, untouched by time. But the stillness is only a mask. Beneath the surface lies greed, vengeance, and the seeds of death. In the very first moments, the camera pulls us inside the mansion of Countess Federica, the wealthy landowner who controls the bay. A fragile woman, confined to a wheelchair, she seems powerless, but her wealth and her land make her the center of everything. Without warning, her husband, Filippo, creeps behind her. His hands wrap around her throat, and in an act of shocking cruelty, he strangles her to death. The matriarch of the bay is gone, but Filippo will not enjoy the victory, for almost immediately a hidden figure strikes him down with a blade. His body crumples to the floor, and in less than 10 minutes, the bay has already claimed 2 lives. This double murder sets into motion a spiral of bloodshed. The bay and its surrounding property are valuable real estate, and everyone wants a piece of it. What follows is not a simple whodunit, but a savage cycle of betrayal, where every character has a motive and anyone can be the next killer. We meet Renata, the daughter of the Countess. She returns to the bay with her husband Frank. Their marriage is tense and filled with greed. They believe the property should belong to them, and they are willing to spill blood to make sure of it. We meet Simon, the illegitimate son of the Countess, a fisherman who knows the land better than anyone. He too wants to secure his future with the inheritance. Then there are the Venturis, a couple who hope to develop the land and turn the bay into a profitable resort. But they are outsiders intruding on an already unstable situation. And as if fate itself is mocking these ambitions, 4 young people stumble into the area while exploring. They drink, they laugh, they sneak into the mansion searching for thrills, and instead meet the knife. Their deaths are sudden, brutal, and unforgettable. A girl is stabbed through the neck, a couple is skewered together with a spear in one of the most infamous and shocking scenes in horror history, a sequence so iconic that it would later be mirrored in Friday the 13th, Part 2. The message is clear: no one is safe. The bay devours the innocent just as it does the guilty. As the bodies pile up, suspicion spreads like wildfire. The killers become victims. The victims turn out to be killers. Blood ties mean nothing in this world where everyone is hungry for power and land. Mario Bava directs the chaos with a merciless eye. His camera lingers not only on the violence, but on the eerie beauty of the bay itself, a place that should be peaceful, yet feels cursed at every turn. Renata and Frank believe they are the most cunning, but their ruthlessness does not protect them. Instead, they become part of the same endless cycle they thought they could control. Simon seeks revenge and profit, but his own schemes collapse into bloodshed. The Venturis too fall prey to the web of deceit. No plan survives. The bay is stronger than all of them. And then comes the ending, one of the most audacious twists in horror history. After so much killing, after layers of schemes, betrayals, and greed, the last surviving heirs believe they have triumphed. The land will finally be theirs. The bay is theirs. But in one final cruel twist of fate, they are gunned down not by schemers, not by vengeful rivals, but by children playing outside with a rifle. The innocence of play becomes the final executioner. The screen goes black, and the irony sinks in. Every death, every betrayal, every ounce of blood spilled was for nothing. The bay takes everything and gives nothing. A Bay of Blood is not just a horror film. It is the birth of the slasher genre. Years before Hollywood would popularize masked killers in the suburbs, Bava crafted a story where violence was graphic, inventive, and relentless. The film is often called a blueprint for slashers. Its creative kills, its ruthless pace, and its dark humor shaped the future of horror. From Friday the 13th to Halloween, Echoes of Bava's vision can still be seen. But the film is also more than shock and gore. It is about human nature, about greed and the futility of violence. Every character believes they are the smartest. Every killer believes they are in control, yet all of them are just pawns of the same cycle. In the end, no one wins. Not the heirs, not the outsiders, not the villagers. The Bay itself is the only survivor, an eternal witness to human cruelty. 50 years later, A Bay of Blood still feels raw, uncompromising, and unsettling. It is violent but never empty. Its horror comes not only from the blade, but from the realization that greed can twist anyone into a monster. The calm waters of the bay reflect the sky, but beneath them lies death waiting to resurface again and again. By the time the final credits roll, the silence of the bay returns. The water glistens. The wind blows through the trees. The screams fade, but the memory of what happened lingers forever. The bay remembers, and so do we.